Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, we'll be trying to solve the fifth Leetcode question, I believe, that is longest palindromic substring. Alright, so let's look at the statement. So it basically just gives us the info saying that given a string S, return the longest palindromic substring in S. So if it is BABAD, you have to return BAB as output. Similarly for CBBD, it's BB, right? Okay. So yeah, this is actually pretty simple and like it's a quite famous interview question. So yeah, let's get into the explanation part of this. Okay, so now how do we solve this? Let's say we have a string BABAD. Alright, so we are supposed to find the longest palindromic substring within this main string, right? Okay, so now we'll be using a helper function for this. Alright, the helper function will take in three arguments: the length of the string, left and right. Okay, so the length of the string will be s in this case. Okay, then it will take left and right. So we need to keep track of 2 points, that is left and right. So inside the helper function, we'll have a loop, right? A while loop in which it checks that if left is more than or equal to 0 and if right is less than the length of the string. So what I mean by that is I don't want my left pointer to go beyond 0, like, right? Because this is wrong. I want this to go maximum till 0 or after 0. Similarly for right, I don't want right to go to the length or beyond the length of the string, because in this case the length is 0 1 2 3 4, it is 5, right? So if I do 5, it will be like here, but I only want it to go till the fourth index, that is till d. All right, so it will check those two conditions in the loop. It will also check that left is equal to right. So both the left and right needs to be equal for this loop to work. All right, okay. So when we begin, right, our left and right will begin from the same point. So in this case, our left and right will begin with B. All right, in this case B. Our left pointer will go towards the left and our right pointer will go towards the right. So it will be something like left pointer goes beyond 0 and right pointer goes to A. So in this case, the loop breaks because the left pointer went beyond 0, right? Okay, then we'll again begin with the next element. So now left and right will be at A. All right, now left will go one step towards the left and right will go one step towards the right. All the conditions are approved, right? Because left is at 0 and right is less than the length, and both left and right are equal. So in this case, both left and right are B. So they're equal, right? Okay. So now they're equal. So now what do? We'll have a variable called longest, all right? By default, longest will be equal to 0. Then we'll also have left equal to 0 and right equal to 0. So now after we got this, we'll again go towards the left and right. So now we'll go towards the left and right. So now the left pointer will go beyond 0 again and the right pointer will go to A. But this is not right because the condition, it went against the condition as the left pointer went beyond 0. So we'll do a +1 to the left pointer and a -1 to the right pointer. So they get back to their original positions, right? Okay. So now after this, we will check. So now this particular thing will be called the length, all right? So this will be the length. So then we have to check if length is more than our longest or not. In this case, it is, right? Length is more than our longest. So now we'll put length as longest. So let me erase this. So now our longest will be equal to our length. And our left will be equal to the L value. In this case, our L value is at 0, right? And our R value is at 2. So I can substitute those values for left and right. So here it will be 0 and here it will be 2. So similarly, we'll keep on going. In this case, this will be the longest, right? Because we have BAB and ABA, both consist of the same elements, right? Okay. So then we can return left to right plus 1. So we can return something like S, which is a string, then left colon right plus 1. That's our answer. So some people might have the confusion as to why I'm adding plus 1 to right, because if I just put left to right, I will get BA. If I want BAB, I have to put right plus 1, because that's the way like Python is built. Okay, so now this is easier, right? But here comes the catch, all right? What if it is an odd string? No, I mean an even string. If the string is even, say for example, I have CBBD. All right, if this happens, what will happen? Let me just make it a bit more neat for you guys. CBBD. Okay. So now, as I mentioned, both left and right will begin from the first element. So both left and right will be from here. Left will go left, so the loop breaks. Then it will begin from B and B. Left will go left and right will go right. So it will come like this. They are not equal, so the loop breaks. Then again it will come on to B and B. Left will go towards the left and right will go towards the right. Again the loop breaks. They are not equal. And then left and right will come at D. Left will go towards the left and right will go towards the right. Loop breaks because right exceeds the length, right? Okay. So in this case we like get no answer. So what should we do in this particular case? So what do? We'll have another for loop that runs right from 1 and 2, right? So basically what I mean by that is, let's just say we have something like, so now basically what we did till now is we put both left and right at the exact same location. So what this loop will do is, if like after we checked among all the elements, in spite of being at the same location, if it can't find any suitable pair, this loop will shift right, I mean the R pointer, one step towards the right. So in this case now in this case left will be at C and right will be at B. Are they equal? No. Now left will be at B and right will be at B. They are equal, right? So now longest will occupy this. So longest equals 2. That's our length. Then again, whoops. Okay. Then again we'll go one step towards the right. So now left will be this and right will be this. They are not equal. And if we go one more step, it will exceed the condition. So that's basically we got our answer, right? Longest equals 2. Then we have left as 1 and right as 2. We'll print out something like left colon right plus 1. This will give us the answer, right, as B. So yeah, that's basically it. So this is how you solve this particular problem. So now let's go into the coding part of this. Okay, so now let's code the whole problem out. So we need a helper function, as I mentioned, which will take in 3 arguments: the string, the left pointer and the right pointer. Then we have to check while L is more than or equal to 0 and right is less than the length of the string. We also have to check if the element at the left is equal to the element at the right. Only then is it considered a palindrome, right? Okay, so we need the left pointer to go left, and we need the it's supposed to be L, I'm sorry, it's supposed to go towards the left, and R is supposed to go towards the right. So when the loop breaks, we need them to come back to their original positions till where it was correct. So we'll put L plus equals 1 and R minus equals 1. So now we have to return okay, let's return the length, which is going to be R minus L plus 1. Why we are putting plus 1 is here is because if we just put R minus L, we'll get the index, right? But we don't want the index. We want the actual number of elements. That's our length. So yeah, then let me put one tab space. Okay, so now we'll set up our variables, which is going to be longest equals left equals right, which is going to be equal to 0. So now we need the double for loop as I mentioned. So for I in range, it's gonna go towards the length of s. Oops. Then for j in range, it's gonna go through the length of 0 and 1. So we can just put length comma l comma r is gonna be equal to the helpers s comma I plus j. So why I put I plus j, I'll just explain briefly now. So as I mentioned before, I mean now, anyways, all right, the j loop will begin from 0, right? So the left pointer will be at I and the right pointer will be at I plus 0, that is I, right? So both the left pointer and the right pointer will be at the same spot. This works only for odd number of elements in the string, right? So in case the string has only odd number of elements, only will this work. But if the string has even number of elements, we need right, I mean the R pointer, to get shifted to one step more towards the right. So then when the j loop runs again, it will go to 1. So we'll get the left pointer as I and the right pointer as I plus 1, right? Okay, so that's basically the idea of this. So you have to check if length is more than longest. If length is more than longest, then I can just put longest equals length, because we want the longest palindrome, right? Then we can put right equals R and left equals L. And yeah, I think that's basically it. Then you can return all the elements from left to right plus 1. So why putting a plus 1 is here is because if we just put left to right, we'll get all the elements starting from the left pointer to all the elements to right minus 1, because that's just the way Python is built. So we have to put right plus 1 to get all the elements beginning from left and ending at right. So let me run this. Hopefully it works. Oh, S became capital here. Let me just okay, now this should work. There you go, it works. Let me submit this, and there you go, it's accepted. So yeah, that's basically it. So it's a comparatively easy problem. Hopefully you guys didn't have any doubts. Anyways, even if you have any doubts, leave them in the comment section below. I'll be sure to answer them. And yeah, that's it for this video, and goodbye.